So this is part two. If you did really bad on part one, by the way, you guys got two more parts to make it up to average in with that low grade because there's still you got two more chances, 2/3. You could do better. It will raise that final grade up, right? Okay. Don't come with me with those negative waves.
He speaks truth.
All right. Number number 12. Just think positive.
It's impossible.
Knock it off with those negative waves. All right, number 12. When using TI-84 technology, that's a calculator, right? When using your calculator to find solutions of f of x equals x squared plus x minus 7, which command would you use and then describe the process? So you have to figure out, okay, they got this point circled, right? What is that? Okay, so look at this curve. It's coming up here and it's going down, right? What do we call that point? Do you know, Caleb?
I know the answer, but I don't know what it's called.
What is it?
I was going to say maximum.
Yes, it's a maximum. Okay. Yeah, it's the highest point on that curve. Okay, it's a maximum. Now, how do we find the maximum on our calculators? That thing on the side. How do we? I need the steps.
You need to put the thing on the left side and the right side of the calculator.
Good. We need a left bound and right bound, right? So somewhere along this description, we're going to need a left bound and right bound, left and right bound. Okay, but we do something before and after that. Second trace. That's the first thing we do. Second trace. And that's the first step. What do we do after we hit the second trace? Maximum. You got to do the maximum. Hit the maximum button. And I believe that's number 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you put in your left bound and your right bounds. Then what does it say?
Enter.
Yeah, you're going to have to hit enter. It's asking you to guess, right? And then you hit the enter button. That's it. We just described it. Now, on your test tomorrow, okay, so they're not going to ask you for the value or intersections. We didn't really cover that this in Algebra 2. We covered the zeros, the min, and the max, right? If I have a parabola, and suppose I have two circles here, what are those? And we're not going to use intersect, and we're not going to use value. Those are the zeros, right? Those are the zeros. And the other one would be a minimum. So if I have a parabola opening up, this would be my minimum value, right? So it's going to be one of these three. Now, on the review, we did the maximum, so I would imagine that it's probably not going to be the maximum. It's probably going to use 0 or min. Now, the only thing you're going to change on the test tomorrow, since they're going with probably 0 or minimum, you're going to have to change these two steps, these two answers. That's it. Everything else is going to stay the same. So on the test tomorrow, switch these, because I'm pretty sure it's not the maximum that they're going to give you. So study, what to put down here, and then study that it's probably going to be 2 or 3. That's the word that you're going to just replace with these. I can't give you a much bigger hint than that. Okay. All right. Number 13. Number 13 and 14 deals with the log function unit that we did, right? In 13, I have a log base 4 of x plus 1 equal 3. Now, what undoes the log function? Yeah.
Inverse of log is log. Or is that only for?
You're on the right track, but the inverse only reflects that log function over the y equals x line. Just like subtraction undoes addition, division undoes multiplication, something undoes logarithmic function. Exponential.
That's what I said.
I didn't hear you. You were like munching on crackers or something. What are you doing? Sucking ice out of a bag? Okay.
I got a correct answer on this sucker.
Congratulations, right?
Hey.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I can't.
so exponents undo logs and logs undo exponents, right? Okay, so we have logs. We need to somehow make it an exponent or a power to get rid of that log base 4. So remember what an exponent is. It has what? A base and an exponent, right? How am I going to get rid of that log? I need that base, right? What base am I going to use?
Yes.
X plus 1.
That would be a good educational guess, right? X plus 1. I also see a 3, a base 3, but I'm trying to get rid of base 4. So what am I going to use for a base?
A squared, B squared, C squared.
That's a triangle.
Huh? Now you were looking at that 3, right? That was a great guess. If I had 3 for a base, but that 3 is not going to get rid of that 4. What's going to get rid of the 4? 4, right? So I'm going to make them exponents of the base 4 because this cancels out the log of base 4. Now, that leaves me with, well, I don't even need parentheses anymore, right? X plus 1 equals what's 4 cubed? What's 4 cubed? 64. And then we got to solve for x, so I'm going to subtract 1. So x equals 63. Now, what am I going to grade on this one? At what particular step do you think I'm going to grade?
Mr. D.
This. I'm going to see if you got this right. I don't. If you did the computation and the math wrong, the arithmetic, I'm not going to. I could care less. I'm worried about this concept. Yes.
How'd you get 64?
This 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4. 4 cubed is 4 times itself 3 times.
So you're doing 4 to the power of 3.
Yes. Okay. I got less than 2 weeks with you guys, right? Today's Wednesday,
Yeah. That's 7.
so I got what 7,
7 more days.
So you got
8,
like one more full day.
9. I only got 1 day with him, so and I got 9 days with the rest of you, and then
You should get that up.
then I can really work on my meditation, right?
Be on the next.
Yeah.
Until then.
And I forgot my blood pressure medication today.
Oh no.
I'm gonna walk out of here with a stroke.
Not the scotch.
All right. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys.
I know you are.
Yeah,
You should see me in the
yeah,
hallways.
gonna miss you guys
You won't.
You see me
horrendously.
like 4 times a day, Josh.
I would purposely fail so they come back.
Yeah, I will film
You know-
everything.
You know, there's a reason why they don't like put you in the same class with the teacher you had the previous year if you fail.
But what if I failed the other one and then I come back?
You know, if I just bounce back and forth.
All right, number 14.
Every class is out of the thing.
Now, this is kind of tricky. We have powers here, right? And we did learn at one time that if the bases were the same, we can cancel them out. Very first thing we did with that unit. Is there a way I can make this 8 have a base 2? Now, you're not going to have that pink cheat sheet. You're going to have to know some basic cubes, basic squares. 2 cubed. Okay? We are no longer going to work with that equals 8. We're going to work with 2 cubed because the 2 bases can cancel each other out, and we're left with 3x minus 1 equals 3, right? Solve for x. Add 1, add 1. So I got 3x equal 4, divide by 3. So x is going to equal 4/3. Now, am I looking for the right answer here? No. What am I looking for when I grade these? I'm looking for this. Knowing to change that 8 into 2 cubed. That's what I'm going to grade you on in that problem. No.
That's not what you're looking
No.
for.
I'm assuming everybody can do this like in the back of their hand, right? Probably blindfolded. So I'm looking for that concept that, hey, I'm going to change the 8 to 2 cubed. That way I can cancel out the 2s. I could care less if you get the right answer or not.
So I just need to prove that
That you know that
Do we
concept.
need to do a
Yes.
full problem?
And if you notice, that's how I've been grading the entire year on your tests and quizzes. If you notice, a lot of your answers were wrong, but if you got the concept right, I gave you all the credit. Okay. All right, number 15.
The only reason my grade is so low is because I don't have any formative
Number 15. Circle one of these. We did these, right? Survey, observational, and experiment. You have to figure out which one. A teacher gives half the students in class a note card to use on a test. The other half gets nothing. What kind of what is this? A survey, observational study, or experiment? Definitely not survey. Good.
Serbian? It could be an experiment to see if
Serbian?
we are also
Okay, good. It could be. What's the
Experiment.
because like
Why, Justin?
because then they're like they give somebody placebo or something.
There's a control group
Yeah.
and I forgot what you call it. There is manipulation going on. Okay, we are manipulating these students, aren't we?
You do already.
We already have we still have 20 plus minutes in this class. Not that I'm counting.
Give his number. I'm not counting.
Okay, observation is we just has a control group and we're just observing what happens whereas the experiment, we're actually manipulating part or half of the population, right? And we are manipulating because this class has a note and this one has nothing. Make sense? No human intervention, human intervention. Yes, you guys have been experimental people for me. I'm experimenting on you right now, yes.
It's determining whether you come back next year.
You don't know how true that is. Um, number, I like this. Maybe I will miss this class.
Don't lie to yourself.
All right, number 16. For a statistics project, a group of students decided to collect data in order to approximate the percentage of students who played in a sport. They collected their data by interviewing students out on the track after school. Was this a good method of sampling, Brendan? No.
No.
Why?
Because you're only going to get like 2 sports out there, maybe 3, but the other of them are going to be like tennis courts, pool, and stuff like that.
Okay, that's a good point. You're only getting track people, right?
They could send the survey out to the people or have it set up like an after school meet in this room if you do a sport to take a survey type of thing.
In fact, I would go farther into missing the tennis, the baseball, or soccer people, that they're missing normal people that aren't in sports, right? If they want to get an accurate percentage of how many play in a sport, they better do all students. They need a random sampling of all students, right?
Lunch.
Yeah, lunch would be good, huh?
I mean, that's what we did for sociology.
That's a good random sampling of all students. Okay. Now, number 17, I've done it wrong now twice. So this is my fourth hour, third Algebra 2 class. Let's see if I can do it right this time. Okay, 2x2 tables. We did this. Okay, remember, the only difference between this is that we used to do the totals. Remember, going down columns, and we did totals going rows. They did that all for us, so we got a lot less work. And my first hour, I didn't even know what ACF stood for, and because there was no explanation in there, and I screwed it up. Okay, so the first one, we want the probability of a C and female. So here's the probability of C. It's 25, and of those 25, 12 are female. So I have 12. What am I going to use for the denominator? The total, right? Total. Very good, William. Doing great today, by the way, William. 12 100s can be reduced. Twelve divided by 100. Enter, math, enter. 3/25. I would have done it in my head, but I screwed this problem up so many times. I'm shell-shocked. Okay, the probability of getting an F or a male. Okay, so what's the probability of an F? 26. And what's the probability of getting an F? A male? 44. So we went this way to get our 26, right? Then we went this way to get our 44. What happened? Notice anything in that F column? Huh? Yeah, they intersect. What happened with that 9 is we actually counted it twice, didn't we? We counted it once going down, then we counted it going sideways. So we have to take out one of those 9s. Okay. All right. What's our denominator? 100. Good. So we get 60, 70 minus 9 is 61 over 100. And that cannot be reduced. Okay. Given a female, how many are female? 56. So of those 56, how many have a passing grade? Yeah, 39. 27 plus 12. So I have 39 over 56. And that cannot be reduced.
Someone put these cracks.
William, was that you that said 39?
Tomorrow.
You should.
I understand this. All the variables and unreal numbers that I know. Thank you. I can't picture most of the stuff we do in my head.